Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us again for the Daily Dose, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. My name is Spencer Osborn, and I have the privilege of being the pastor of the high school ministry out at the Fallbrook campus, and I'm so excited to be bringing you a little Daily Dose today on nothing else but gratitude. And I'm sure at some point today, you're going to find yourself sitting around a table, going around with all the family members and friends that you have gathered there, and each person taking a moment to express what it is that you are thankful for. And I think it's easy today to kind of acknowledge and understand and have in mind the big things in life that we are thankful for. But when we talk about gratitude, I think gratitude is so much more than that. Gratitude is a spiritual practice of seeing and acknowledging the good in the world around us. But sometimes that can be easier said than done, because the modern life often causes us to focus on the things that we don't appreciate about life, or the things that we want to be different, what needs to be fixed, what crisis must be prevented, what I need to purchase in order to enjoy life more. But learning to practice and acknowledge the good in life, well, it takes practice. And it requires discipline. Gratitude as a posture requires discipline. And I think this is something that we can see evident in a letter that we see from Paul. So in the New Testament, in his letter to the church of Philippi, in Philippians chapter 4, we see Paul expressing gratitude to the church. In verses 11 through 13, he says, "I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want, and I can do all this through him who gives me strength." I can do all this through him who gives me strength. This refers to Paul's ability to be content in all things, in all circumstances. To achieve this contentment, he needed the strength of Jesus Christ. How can we better position ourselves? How can we better be taking on the posture of gratitude? It's not by relying on our own strength, because our natural inclination is going to be to complain, is going to be to focus on the things that we're maybe not grateful for, or the things that we want to be different in life. It requires discipline. And maybe this week it just requires those first few steps in obedience and responding to our circumstances with a posture of not complaining, but gratitude. And it doesn't even have to start with the big things that you have to be grateful for in life. How can we be focusing beyond just today? How can we be focusing throughout this next week, this next month, this next year, this next season of life? How can we be better posturing ourselves to recognize and acknowledge the little things that we have to be grateful for in life? Because what Paul is showing us here is, look, you can't always be in control of your circumstances. You're not always going to be able to control the things that happen to you in life, but you can always have control over your response. And as a church, may our response to circumstances be led with gratitude. May it begin with thanksgiving. May it begin with gratitude as a posture of humility and as a spiritual discipline. Something to think about this week. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and join us next time.